Hello, everyone. There is breaking news here. It says Ipob confirms killing of its national coordinator Ugwoha by Nigerian security operatives in Abia. Powerful said that those who assassinated Ugwoha wanted to send panic and fear to the Ipob members and sympathizers, noting, unfortunately, Ipob has gone beyond the fear of death. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has accused Bola Tinubu-led Nigerian government of assassinating its Biafran land national coordinator, Mr. Ikechukwu Ugwoha. The Biafran group, in a statement issued on Monday by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, alleged that Ugwoha was assassinated around his residence on Friday in Aba, Abia State, by agents allegedly recruited by the Nigerian government. Powerful said that those who assassinated Ugwoha wanted to send panic and fear to the Ipob members and sympathizers, noting, unfortunately, Ipob has gone beyond the fear of death. He said, those responsible for this dastardly act have murdered sleep in their eyes because we won't leave them. Ipob Intelligence Unit, M-Branch, is mandated to uncover their identities and appropriate revenge will be meted on the soulless enemies and criminals. As we mourn the loss of our trusted, reliable, and formidable Biafra land coordinator, we encourage all Biafrans, M-Branch, ESN operatives, Ipob volunteers, coordinators to take appropriate security measures against the onslaught of the enemies and criminals. We must stand strong and resolute to defeat the enemies and criminals as we have been doing in the past. This phase will pass and Ipob shall emerge stronger. The Nigerian government and her agents of provocateurs want to set a stage that Ipob will change the direction of this peaceful struggle. However, Ipob does not follow the pace set by our enemies. We won't kill Biafrans. He said that Ipob shall do everything humanly possible to defend itself, including going after those who were allegedly paid to kill Ipob and to destroy their family members. Biafrans be assured that the assassination of Ikechukwu Ugwoha will be avenged properly. Those who traumatized the family of Ugwoha by slaughtering him before his family member will be fished out and given similar treatment. He who kills by the sword shall die by the sword, Powerful said. You know, when you see all of these kind of words of killing, revenge, all of that, and the killing of citizens, it just makes you just sort of like feel I don't know how to feel tired, just feel, should I say defeated or deflated? Because at the end of the day, it seems as if Nigeria, what we have become known for or what we take pride in is killing. In all of this, so I'm looking at this, I know there's the indigenous people of Biafra here. They have they have been agitating for Biafra. And for me, like I always say, there is absolutely nothing wrong in self-determination. People have a right to be able to say, we want to have our own country, we don't want to be part of this country. That is that. And then there's the, I don't know what they call it now, it used to be called Masop. If I'm trying to now just quickly Google and see what is the is it Masop or Masop, if I'm not mistaken, something. They used to have their own leader, something of the indigenous Biafran people that were, fighting for that Biafran this thing. Before that, they were there before Nnamdi Kanu. So sometimes you don't know what's the difference. For Ipob, for those who are agitating for a Biafran state, a Biafran country, they have every right to, and it shouldn't result to people being killed. That's different from those who have taken movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, and that's the MASOB that I'm talking about, movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. Because it's not today that agitation for Biafra have started. There's a lot of people that have been agitating for it. For anyone that's agitating, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not committing an offense or anything. It's different from those that have taken arms against the country. So if you've taken arms against the country, you've been killing people, you've been going after people, you're one of those who are saying to people they should not come out on so day and stay at home, then you are an enemy of the state. And whatever the state does to you, that the state has to protect the territorial integrity of the nation. And so that is on one hand. So for me, sometimes, like when I'm reading it, I don't know whichever one this is, but it's really sad that bloodshed has become synonymous with what we do in Nigeria in different places. It's killing, more killings, coming out, more threats, and it all continues. At the end of the day, you're wondering, when is this whole thing going to stop? When are we going to have a conversation? And the worst thing of it all for me, I see that there isn't even any case of saying, let's sit down and have a conversation and let's get to the bottom of this thing. If Biafra state it's what majority want, why don't we give the Biafran state? If Oduduwa Yoruba nation is what majority want, why don't we do that? If Arewa, Middle Belt, South is what majority want, let's all do that. Let's all sit down and have that conversation. That's why whenever I talk about the fact that the amalgamation of Nigeria is now 110 years, and yet we haven't done anything about that amalgamation. We keep grumbling, we keep being angry, we keep making excuses with it, we keep saying that's the reason why we are not progressing as we should progress, but we haven't really sat down to say this 110 marriage that was fostered on all of us, can we just sit down and just break up the marriage and just move on from there? But to see people's life being wasted, and to hear like this one, he said he was killed in front of his family members, that's people that have been traumatized. That's people, the death is not just the death, to forever be a, how it is, see how your loved one was killed and the manner in which they were killed. It's something that it's really traumatizing, and something that affects people a lot. So at this stage, honestly, for me, it's just so wearying, so tiring, just see all of this. And in the last few days, there's been a lot of bloodshed in the southeastern part of Nigeria, and then like I did a tweet earlier on today, and I was saying to Soludo, I mean, you were just there because I saw where Soludo was talking about all the violence that had happened. I'm just trying to see whether I can bring up the tweet as it is right now, because I know I did a tweet. I was saying that these are the people that Soludo was supposed to go after, when rather he was focusing on saying that traders, if they don't come out to come and trade, they're going to lose everything and going. And so like here, like Sahara Reporters reported 5 hours ago, said economic activities paralyzed in southeast Nigeria over 2 days sit-at-home order by pro-Biafra separatists. And my tweet was, Governor Soludo was busy threatening traders rather than taking on these terrorists, because these are terrorists. If you're denying people the opportunity to come out and do their business every day, you make it by force. Even when they talk about sit-at-home protest is a protest that legitimately that people do, but you don't force it on people. When you call out for it, people willingly stay, and if they don't want to stay, it's okay. By that, they have a right to move. But when you go on and you're killing people who are coming out, and then that becomes terrorism. It's no longer agitation for something. It becomes terrorism. It's really sad the rate at which things are going right now. Thank you so much for watching.